Alright, y'all, welcome back to Hobbit for Grillin. Tonight we're doing another Bob's Burgers in Real Life episode. As you can see, it's the Poblano Picasso Burger. This is from episode 8 of Bob's Burgers, the art crawl episode, where Bob, Louise, Tina, and Jean are walking around the boardwalk seeing the art. And they make an insult towards the art dealer, and it all kind of snowballs into a situation where Bob is trying to displaying art that she doesn't like in his gallery, and it's this huge thing in there. But in the background of this episode, they're making the Poblano Picasso Burger, which is what we are making today. So we have these nice tomatillo and poblano peppers, along with a nice jalapeno. And so we have these nice peppers and tomatoes and some butter lettuce as well. And then we have some onions we're going to throw on too. And then we also have a combination of, so this is supposed to be Monterey Jack cheese, but I did not go shopping this week because we had a giant snowstorm. So we have some Monterey Jack cheese in a mix, and then we're also going to supplement with Gouda just because that's the cheese I have, and I don't want to give cheese burgers to people, so that's what's happening. So this griddle is actually almost a temperature. Let's check it with our IR thermometer. It's infrared, so it gives me a reading on what the girl's temperature actually is, and it's really close. Hold on. Yeah, it's close to temperature. In a few minutes we'll be able to throw these on. So I'll be back in a few minutes and we'll throw these on. Alright, so this griddle is at temperature, so we're going to go ahead and throw our onions on. So for this we're going to use a little bit of oil on the griddle. Get them sauteing in this oil. We're going to throw our onions where the oil is before it all escapes. This is one white onion that I cut up. We're going to use our spatula to oil this guy. Let those griddle up a bit. And now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to add some seasoning to this just to make it nice. So we'll put some pepper on here, and then we'll also add some salt. Add a little bit of salt. Probably a lot of salt on camera. We'll find out when I edit this. Salt our onions. Let them griddle down a bit. Now as these go, we're going to start our poblano peppers as well, and our tomatillo peppers. So I'm going to put some oil here for them. And this is going to be just to get them nice and warmed up and blistered. Taste good. Put them there. And then this is going to be kind of boring for you guys. We're going to done it. But don't worry, I'll see you in a few seconds when this is ready. And check on our peppers. Nice and blistered, that's good. Want to be blistered up and ready to go in the blender. These onions are getting a little bit well done, so we're going to pull them. They're going to go into the blender. Okay, those are in the blender. Now, we'll just wait for our peppers to be done. Check on our peppers. Go there down. These are nice and blistery. ready to go in there in a minute. You don't really need the dome anymore. So we're going to turn this griddle down for a moment because I'm going to start doing the blender part of this. We'll take our tomatillos off, put them in the blender, as you can see I'm doing here. Carefully putting in the blender. I'm going to go ahead and make this sauce. So we're going to use our blender to blend it up, make it nice and mixed. So here we go. Alright, we got tomatillo sauce, or Poblano Picasso sauce. So since that's going, we're going to go ahead and put our burgers on. So turn this back up. It's plenty hot still, so I don't need to worry too much. I'll add a little bit more oil just so the burgers don't stick. Those are our onions and peppers took all the oil. So start putting these patties on. Here we go. Yeah, let's just go for a little bit. Now while those burgers are going, I'm going to add the jalapenos that I forgot to put into the tomatillo sauce, to the sauce. So we'll add these in. So we'll be back in a moment so you guys don't have to hear this blender. Alright y'all, sorry for that interruption with the blender. So as you can see, our burgers are going really nicely. So we'll just give them a couple more, another minute or so on the side, and we'll flip them, and then we'll start doing our buns, getting them nice and grilled up or warmed up. I'll start with my assembly. I'm going to go ahead and give these a flip. They're looking nice, so we're going to flatten them a bit so they're not so tall. Let's use both of our to do so. That's good. Let's let those go. So we're going to move them a little bit over here. And then hang out here. Get nice and done. And then we're going to go ahead and put our butter on real quick and put our buns. Toast them up. We're very quickly getting to the done stage here. I might wonder why I'm adding butter. It's just because I feel like the butter crisps up the buns a little bit better than just the oil. Leaves a better flavor on them. Like just the oil kind of is not the greatest flavor. So we're using some butter to make these buns taste good to everyone. These are, once again, my gluten-free buns. For those who are wondering, they're going to be gluten-free. Let's just go ahead and throw them on. We have them pre-cut here, so we'll just let those heat up. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and flip my bottom buns over. So they've been lightly toasted at this point. The top one will be the more toasted bun. It's fine because that gives me time to assemble these burgers. This one was actually put on here backwards, but that's alright. We can fix that easily like that. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and we'll take our butter lettuce. We'll form a bed on these buns. Now the reason I'm doing it this way is because when I put the lettuce on top, it just tends to fall off on me and not form a nice looking burger, which is not what we're trying to do. We're trying to make nice burgers here. So we'll put our butter lettuce on, and then we're going to put a patty on each lettuce. We'll just kind of go down the line with them. I shouldn't have picked that one up first. That's crazy of me. So we'll go down the line with our patties. Okay. And then I'm going to go ahead and swap a couple of these, because this one is going to go at the bottom. It's going to go there. This will go where it was. The bun came off. Alright. And this can stay right there. Alright, so now we're going to go ahead and add on our cheeses. So generally, I probably should have done this while they're still on the griddle, but that's okay. This will melt in the bun. So I'm going to add on my cheeses. If I can get to the cheese. I add on my cheeses. Each one is going to get some of this cheese. Alright, so now we're going to, on some of these, we're going to have the tomatillo that we made. My partner is not a pepper fan, so on hers it's just going to be normal, no tomatillo. Hers is actually right here, that's why I moved one up to the side, so that she does not actually get tomatillo put on hers. So I'll do this. Tomatillo sauce on all of them. Tomatillo sauce, and there's a little bit extra in case people want to add more onto their burgers. And then we're going to add our tomatoes on as well. So each one gets one Roma tomato. I'll skip my partner's as well because she does not like tomatoes. And then, just to make my partner's a little bit more complete, because I don't want to just give her so little on her burger, I'm going to go ahead and let her have some of the Gouda cheese as well. So she can have a slice of the Gouda on here too. And then we're going to go ahead and close up our burgers. So take these and just put them on like that, smash them down a little bit. Alright y'all, thank you for joining me this evening at Hobbit for the Grillin for our Bob's Burgers episode 5, Poblano Picasso Burger. So we have it right here. We have our Poblano Picasso Burgers plus a little bit less Poblano Picasso Burger for my partner, but that's alright. Once again, if you like what I'm doing, please like and subscribe and join. We really appreciate it. Until next time, happy grilling, and I'll see you next Monday for another episode of Bob's Burgers. Bye.